Welcome. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I am so excited to help you transform your yard. I want to give you out some design techniques that are easy to implement, make a huge difference. And I'm going to show you through an example behind us on how you can take something that doesn't look too good and make it look awesome. Let's go. What's going on? My name is Bobby K. I'm a professional landscape designer and general contractor. And by this point in my career, I've helped nearly 10,000 people transform their front and their backyards. And I want to help you next. The secret to this entire business is making sure that you start with the plan, you start with the design. By starting with the design, you are on the same page with your contractor, or if you're a DIYer, now you've got a plan to execute on. It takes away mistakes, frustration, unfulfilled expectations, all the things that we want to avoid. So let's get into those design tips for this front yard that you can take with you that'll make a huge difference when it comes to the value and the curb appeal of your home. Now, not every home needs this, but I will tell you that retaining walls can make a huge difference, especially when you have a foundation and grade and you need to address it, but cosmetically, they add a lot. So with a retaining wall, what I always like to do is at least split the difference of the foundation that you're trying to not see. And it doesn't have to be equal. It could be a little higher here and then maybe a click. But the point is, it adds a lot of functionality, interest, and cosmetically from the street. By splitting that difference, now you don't see the foundation and it's just very, very pretty. Now, piggybacking off of the retaining wall is color. This is by Versalock. This color is called Bethany. But what I want you to take with you is the architecture of your house is a dead giveaway for how to pick the color. I want to go with earth tones because we've got the earth tones of this brick versus if this was a white or a gray, this might not look as good, but you can see how the earth tones are getting pulled from the brick here. So when you are selecting your hardscape materials, make sure you pay attention to color. Okay, tip number 3 is edging. Oh man, I love edging, and simply because it is a great way to bring depth to the overall feel of the front. If we just had this retaining wall and this was all grass, it would still look very nice. But by bringing that edging out, now you've created another opportunity for more landscaping. And when you put edging in, using a natural stone and mortar to not only join these, but set everything in, makes it so that edging is never gonna move. All right, I still got 4 more tips for you, but if you are getting value out of this, make sure you smash the like button. It tremendously helps the channel. It helps people just like you find this video who are looking for help with their landscaping. And if you like these kinds of videos and you want to consistently hear more about front yards, backyards, things to help you, consider subscribing. Thank you, I really appreciate it. Let's get on to number 4. So we have talked about a lot of hardscaping. We talked about edging and the retaining wall and the color of all these things, but what do you do with all this hardscaping? Well, you are containing something for a reason. Plants, you wanna put plants in, you wanna soften the space. So a couple of really cool keys to picking plants is you wanna pick plants with different colors and textures, but don't get too crazy with it. I would say between 3 to 5 colors is key. Here we did blue, yellow, green, we got a spot of red, and that's about it. So don't get too busy with your plants, but pick ones that are gonna add color and be around all seasons. Okay, we have talked a lot about this area, but we have not talked about over here and even a little bit over there. And one thing that is so subtle that really doesn't get recognized is transitions. See, the initial design that I had created for this, I had this loop all the way around and come over to here, which is fine if you put a piece of flagstone in, you can get over to the yard. But they have a dog and they wanted to make sure that they could easily walk out into the yard. So by creating this open space, that transition, now you haven't closed everything off. All right, we are on the other side of the driveway, but here's the main thing, privacy. They already had this wall, which was fantastic, but if they didn't, we could have built a small wall with a column here or say like a shiplap privacy screen. But what's great about this is the trash cans, which aren't here now because it's trash day, go right behind here. And here actually is another transition. So it's easy to roll the trash cans out to the driveway. So creating privacy to hide unsightly things. You got trash cans over there and you have utility boxes down there. We don't want to see those from the street. By doing landscaping, a wall or a screen, now you have taken away those unsightly objects. Okay, before I give you the last tip, remember, smash that like button, and I want to absolutely reinforce the most important thing of this entire video. Start with the plan, start with the design. Everything that we do, all the projects we do about 150 projects a year, start with a plan so that we can execute on it. Everybody's on the same page, and there's no surprises. Nobody likes surprises. If you are interested in our help with getting a design for you, we have lots of different options, different price points. I would love to help you. It's the pinned comment below, and we can create something custom for you. Okay, as we are coming up to this walkway, there's a couple things you don't see too often or pay attention to. Downspouts, gutters, where water is. A lot of the times water just unloads. So if you are going to do mulch, say there's a downspout right here, we just know water sits here. Putting a decorative gravel in that area where water can dissipate out the gravel versus washing out that mulch, say if that downspout was right there, that is a huge problem for maintenance. So make sure that you put in decorative gravel in areas where downspouts are going to be, or make sure you carry those downspouts out into the yard to a pop-up valve so nothing ever has to go over and over and over again and be a pain. Oh man, it looks like we got a little mistake. We should have put some edging here. That little rock was driving me nuts. See how that rock came out? Maybe we could have done some edging. Hey, which of those tips was your favorite? Write it in the comment below. I read every single comment and I respond to every single comment. So if you have a question, put it in there. Let me know what you're feeling. Remember, smash that like button, consider subscribing. And if you want a custom design, check that pinned comment below. This is Bobby K saying creation is everything. So go out, create. I'll see you on the next video.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till